This is for Year 10 Methods Pathways. We're going to look at exercise 10.5, question number 2. Now, in this example, we're going to have to draw a two-way table, and it's not a standard two-way table in that we're going to do some other things to work out the values. So let's have a look at the question. In a particular electorate, 65% of the voting population do not own any property. It is also known that 55% of property owners support the Progressive support a party, but 40% non-property owners also support the party. So the key phrase is 65% of the voting population do not own any property. Okay, so they either own property or don't own property, or support the party or don't support the party. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a two-way table. So either they own property or don't own property. They support a party or not support. So let's draw a two-way table and let's fill in some probabilities. We know that 65% of the population don't own any property, so don't own column is 0.65. We know that if 65% don't own property, we know the probability sum to 1, so that must be 1 minus 0.65, which is 0.35, or whatever, what value plus 0.65 gives you what value plus 0.65 gives you 1 has to be 0.35. Okay. Now the next part is it is also known that 55% of the property owners support the party. 55% of the property owners. So what it's saying is 55% of this, so let's write this out, 55% of 0.35 of the people that own property support the party. So how do you get 55% of 0.35? You just go 0.55 times 0.35. Gives me, I'm going to draw my calculator right now, 0.55 times 0.35. 0.1925. Now where do I put this? I put it where they own property and they support, so it's in this box here. So go 0.1925. Now we're given another piece of information. It says but only 40% of non-property owners support the party. 40% of non-property owners. So non-property owners is referring to this. That's non-property owners. And we want 40% of it. So 40% of non-property owners. Of non-property, so 65% of non-property owners. 40% of 65%. So we work this out. 0.4 times 0.65. Gives you 0.26. Okay, so don't own and support is 0.26. Okay, now I can fill in the rest of the table because I know that this value plus that value gives you 0.35. So I can subtract 0.1925 from 0.35 to get this value. So this value 0.1575. 0.65 subtract 0.26 gives you 0.39. Now to get these the remaining boxes, you just add the rows together. Plus 0.26, so 0.1925 plus 0.26, 0.4525, and you go 0.1575 plus 0.39. Gives you 0.5475. Now, it's just to construct a table. Find the probability that a randomly selected voter from this electorate does not own property if you know they support the Progressive Conservative Party. So if you know is like saying given. Okay, so it's conditional probability. If you know they support the Progressive, if you know they support the party, so I'm going to highlight to the blue. If you know they support the party, so support the party means this row. If you know they support the party, what's the chance that they does not own property. Okay, what's the chance? So out of that, what's the chance they don't own property? So our new total is, so probability of they support the party given they support the party, what's the probability that they don't own property? So don't own property. The new total comes to the bottom, so we know it's support. And out of that, we know that 0.26 don't own property. If we look at it, if I highlight it, 0.26 don't own any 0.26 don't own any property out of that. Okay. So let's work out what the probability is. 0.26 divided by 0.4525. Okay, we should get a value. Of So I guess the tricky part was you have to read what something like it is also known that 55% of property owners, so you're actually not putting 50.55 on here directly, you have to find 55% of this value, because there's 55% of those that own property to get the value of where it says own and support. Okay, hopefully that helps.